Welcome to day 1 of our 5-day yoga journey. Today we will start by focusing on our conscious breath. So throughout this practice, try to use your breath as an anchor to pull you back into this present moment. Notice what movements we take on inhales and exhales, and just begin to cultivate a nice loving relationship with your breath. Take a moment to maybe set an intention for your practice. What do you hope to achieve today through your conscious breath and finding your awareness there? As you set your intention, take a nice big inhale in through the nose and exhale it all out. Whenever you're ready, we begin this sequence starting in a nice child pose. Settling into your version of child pose, extending the arms over the head and beginning to feel the breath as it radiates throughout the body. Taking this first position to really connect with the cadence of your own natural breath. Not forcing your inhales and exhales to be shorter or longer than they are right now. Inhaling deeply in through the nose, letting the belly fill with air. And exhale. Draw the navel into the spine, expelling all of the air out. Taking your last breath or two in child pose. And when you're ready, exhale to press through the palms, lifting the hips and the chest, coming into a nice neutral spine in tabletop. Finding a big breath to reset here, really grounding down through the hands and the tops of the feet. And moving with your breath, on your inhale, lift the gaze and drop the belly for cow. Exhale to round through the back, tucking the chin and the tailbone in. We find about 10 to 15 rounds here, really allowing yourself this chance to find your own rhythm. Letting your breath be your guide in how fast or slow you take these movements. Finding another breath or two, synchronizing in cat-cow, before meeting back in a nice neutral spine. Exhale to round, inhale to drop the belly. Coming back to a neutral back, gazing between the thumbs. On your inhale, extend the left arm forward and the right leg behind, flexing the foot. Taking about two breaths here, depending on your length of inhales and exhales. Finding your balance before carefully bending the knee on your inhale. We can keep the left arm straight ahead in front, or we can drop it back down to ground yourself if you need extra stability. Inhale to bend the knee and exhale to flex the leg in extension. Last one. And then when you find your leg extended again, drop the toes down, reaching the heel back, opening up through the calf. Big breaths here. Fill the lungs. And exhale back to tabletop, finding the other side. Taking one big round of breath in tabletop to reset. And then inhale, left leg and right arm reaches out. Nice, beautiful long line. Using your breath to help you balance and stabilize here. Your breath is your friend. It is a powerful tool. And then on your next inhale, gently bend the knee, kicking the foot up to the ceiling. Again, moving in cadence with your breath. And when you're ready, release the toes to the mat. Plant the right hand if you haven't already to find your nice calf stretch. Pressing away from the mat, really reaching the heel back. Inhale. And exhale. Return back through tabletop. Coming up into a big squat at the top of the mat, raise up onto the feet and find your version of this hip opening posture. Your heels can be lifted, hands can come to the mat or heart center. We're here for a little bit, so make sure you find what feels good, and then allow your breath to help you deepen and open. Paying attention to how your breath affects the stretch in your muscles. And with each exhale, you may find that you can open up, release a little bit more, and go a little deeper. Continuing to breathe, allowing it to draw you back into this moment when your mind begins to wander. Taking a big, big inhale in, and on your exhale, straighten the legs, extending up into a nice mountain pose. We can heel toe the feet underneath the hips, or keep them a little bit of a wider stance, wherever allows you to breathe easier and feel more aligned. Staying here in Tadasana for about a minute, really reaching up through the crown of the head, finding a nice length in the spine, slightly tucking in the tailbone, and breathing easy. On your next inhale, reach the arms up overhead, interlace the fingers, and exhale, take a side bend to the right. Notice how holding your breath here for a moment feels on the inhale and exhale. And on your next inhale, straighten back up, and exhale over to the left. Repeating this on the other side. Taking 1 or 2 rounds of breath, connecting with each inhale and exhale. Inhale up to center, release the hands, palms face each other. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back up, and exhale, twist to the left. Finding another little mini flow with our breath here. And again, not matching my pace if this is not the natural pace of your own breath. Finding expansion on the exhales and returning back to center on the inhales. Find your last big, beautiful round. And come back to a nice mountain pose. Inhale, gaze up, and exhale, dive down, flat back. Coming into a little forward fold, we can keep our knees bent here if we would like. Allow yourself a moment to rest. And then plant the palms or fingertips and carefully step back to a nice big downward facing dog. Pressing away with the palms, reaching the heels down. First, taking 2 rounds of breath to notice and feel your downward facing dog. Then send the right leg up, hips are square, 3-legged dog. On your next exhale, bend the knee, stack the hips, sending the foot over to the other side of the room. Your breath is here again to help you stabilize. Exhale, back to 3-legged dog. Inhale, take the knee in towards the chest, and exhale, plant the foot in between the hands. Windmill around to a nice strong warrior 2, gazing over the right fingertips. Inhale, extended side angle, left arm reaches overhead. Find 1 round of breath here. Exhale out fully, and then inhale, windmill the arms around so the left comes down, reverse warrior. Right arm is over the head. End here on an inhale, and exhale, straighten the legs, make your way into your version of triangle, sending the hips back, reaching the left fingertips up. We can use a little block here if we need to, or let the hand rest on the ankle. Your next exhale, we frame the right foot and carefully step back, downward facing dog. Taking as much time as you need to reset. Beautiful. Left leg comes up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, stack the hips, squeezing the glutes together. Inhale, and exhale, 3-legged dog. Inhale, right knee, left knee comes in towards the chest and plant the foot. Exhale, windmill around warrior 2, sinking low into the hips. On your next inhale, extended side angle. Exhale out fully, and on your next inhale, windmill around, reverse warrior. Big breath in, and exhale, extend both legs, making your way carefully into triangle pose, your version. Big breath in, reach the fingertips up to the sky, and exhale, surrender, find some ease. And when you're ready, return back, framing the left foot, but this time dropping the right knee, coming up into a low lunge. Take your time to arrive, and then place the hands on the knee or on the hips. Inhale to lift up, and exhale to gently send the hips down and forward. Anchoring with your breath, bringing your attention back to it as it sends the blood and energy all throughout your body. Inhale, tuck the back toes, straighten the left leg, and exhale, send the hips back half splits, reaching the chest forward. Staying here for just a couple breaths, extending through the spine on the inhale, and reaching forward with the exhales. Then carefully plant the fingertips, coming onto the bum, tucking the right leg in towards the hips. Inhale, reach up with the crown, and exhale, begin to walk the fingertips towards the left foot. Mirroring these movements as you breathe, extending as you breathe in, and folding as you breathe out. On your next inhale, carefully come back up, and exhale, find a very gentle twist over the left shoulder. Inhale to return to center, bending the left knee, pressing the soles of the feet together, coming into bound angle. Inhale, lift up nice and tall, and exhale, send the knees down as the hips gently open. Enjoy this next minute with your breath, and notice how it helps you in this posture. On your next inhale, gently lift the chest, release the feet, and make your way into a low lunge with the right knee bent in front. Take your time to get there. And when you do, take nice, big, full body breaths. Maybe visualizing the lungs expanding as you breathe in nice and deeply. Preparing for our half splits, tucking the back foot, and exhale, bending over the right leg, flexing the right foot back at your face. This is a posture that our breath especially helps us deepen and go further. But being careful to not push yourself too far. And making your way onto your seat. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, begin to slowly fold. Allowing your forward fold to deepen with every breath as it naturally occurs. Our focus is on keeping our attention and our awareness on our breath as we move today, not how deep we can get into each posture. With your next inhale, gently release where you are, lifting back up, and exhale, find your twist. Noticing that it's a little harder to twist on the inhales. And with your next in-breath, return back to center. Exhale, extend the left leg, coming in through a staff pose, flexing the feet. Plant the hands behind the bum, and as you inhale, press through the mat to lift the chest, soaring it towards the sky. Big, full breaths here. Feeling the heart chakra open. And exhale, carefully release, sliding gently onto the back, planting the feet hip distance apart. Coming into bridge pose next, so plant the arms, palms facing down. Exhale, squeeze and lift, sending the hips up towards the ceiling. Being careful not to crunch the neck. We want to make sure we can breathe nice and easy here. Squeeze and hold. With this next exhale, see if you can send your hips a little bit higher. And carefully release, exhale. Inhale, take the knees up over the hips. Shins come parallel to the mat. Find one little breath if you need to take a moment for yourself. And on your next exhale, let the legs drop to the left side as we find a nice, gentle twist. Connecting back to your breath as we prepare for the last few minutes of this practice. Allowing yourself this opportunity to begin to relax the body. On your next inhale, gently roll onto the back, raising the legs, and exhale, twist to the other side. Letting gravity pull you down close to the earth. Sending loving, sweet, gentle breaths to your body. Letting it nourish. Inhale in love for yourself, and exhale out love for others. When you're ready, come back onto the back and open for happy baby. Exhale, letting the knees drop by the sides of the ribs. Feeling the weight of the lower back supported by the mat. Finding presence as you pull yourself back in, noticing how your body reacts to the natural rhythm of your breathing. Staying in happy baby as long as feels good and nurturing, and releasing into your final resting pose whenever you're ready. Choosing whatever position allows you to relax as much as possible. Beginning to refocus on the breath as you inhale and exhale. Finding sweet, sweet silence. Maybe noticing the sound of your breath as it flows in and out of your nostrils. Allowing your breath to completely fill you up, your mind and your body. And when you're ready, you can gently begin to come back into the physical body, into the environment you're in, and perhaps revisit your intention if you made one at the beginning of this practice. And as we wrap up, take a moment to appreciate the power of your conscious breath. See how you feel after this practice compared to before you began. And you may rise and find a nice, gentle seat where we take one last breath together. Thank you so much for your commitment to your practice and for joining me on day 1.